Okay, an A term where you have last one positive and the middle one negative. Well, first off, we're going to use a method we call MFDARM. Multiply, factor, divide by A, reduce, and move. I multiply the A times the C term. Well, here's A and here's C, so that's 2 times 12. And 2 times 12 is 24. And now I'm going to factor the 24. So to factor 24, one will go in 24 times, 2 12, 3 8, 4 6. And because that's a plus, I'm going to add these. And I'm looking for the ones that add up to make, notice the middle number is 25. So the only one that makes 25 is 24 plus 1. Kind of hard to see those last numbers there with my little board. And so I'm going to write them in parentheses with an x with the 24 and x with the 1. And here's what I know. The middle term, right here, the larger number will always match that number right there, the sign. That's a negative, so 24 has to be negative. Now, here's what I also know. To end up with a positive last answer, I have to have a negative times a negative, or positive times positive. See, now this one was negative. It makes them both negative. Also, negative 24 plus negative 1, or negative 24 minus 1 makes negative 25. The number's got to add up to make that. All right? They got to multiply to make that one on this particular deal. So now then, I'm going to divide by the A term. The A term here is 2. So I'm going to divide the 24 by 2 and the 1 by 2. And here's what I do. I reduce them if I can, and then move it. And sometimes you may be able to reduce and move. Well, 24 I can divide by 2, and I get 12. So that's x minus 12. Now this 2 right here will not go into 1 evenly, so I'm just going to do a little Madagascar. Move it, move it, move it, move it. I'm going to move that 2 right there in front, and that's how it factors to. X minus 12 times 2x minus 1. This is called the MFDARM approach to factoring. It's very similar to the other, but instead of factoring the last term, you factor the A times the C term, and then you've got to divide by that A term at the end because you, in a sense, doubled that number right there, so you got to take that out. That's the logic behind it.